because of the impact it has on all of our lives. And this evening, we're talking about something impacting a large section of central Maryland, specifically Fredrick County.
That's right. A lot of it is preserved as conservation areas and farmland, but now there's a plan to put a new 70-mile-long high-voltage power line through the region.
Yeah, big project there. So much of the new power will go toward the controversial data center industry, and neighbors, rightfully so, they are outraged. Our environmental reporter Scott Broom is in Fredrick County tonight with their story.
This is Fredrick Alvy's place. It's 67 acres, a hideaway in Fredrick County, Maryland, that he bought as a refuge and a sanctuary for himself and his autistic son.
So the lines are going to come from there and just go through right here in that direction.
That's all forest.
It's all forest, 100%. This is the drawing of the property. The power lines are proposed right through here.
The lines are a proposed 70-mile transmission system called the Maryland Piedmont Reliability Project, cutting across 4 Maryland counties from near the Pennsylvania line to the Potomac River. Towers and wires like these. A New Jersey company called PSEG has the $424 million contract to build them from PJM, the company that operates the electricity grid in 13 states.
It's absolutely infuriating.
It's been a rough start for PSEG, standing room only public meetings with outraged residents. Many terrified by a statement on the developer's website saying eminent domain could be used to seize property if voluntary fair market value deals can't be reached.
And we need to fight it.
But the role of power-gobbling data centers in Northern Virginia and a gigawatt-scale data complex under construction in southern Fredrick County, Maryland, is also attracting attention. Maryland's Office of the People's Counsel, which represents the interests of ratepayers, reports that data centers are largely, if not exclusively, responsible for the power line need. The People's Counsel cites grid operator documents that say lines directly serving data center loads are no longer enough. A spokesperson for grid operator PJM points out it's more than just data centers, it's electric vehicles, manufacturing, and other growth. PJM also says the grid needs to backfill delivery as old coal-burning power plants like Brandon Shores in Maryland go offline to meet carbon reduction goals, while Maryland is so power-hungry it imports 40% of its consumption.
So the best thing we could do is talk about why the project is needed.
So the issue is complex, but the bottom line for Fredrick Alvy and thousands of other property owners is not.
I have an autistic son. He feels safe here.
So what's your reaction to this power line proposal?
Devastated. Devastated. I mean, this is something that I've always wanted. So you dream about this sort of place for 50 years, and now I gotta live next to power lines? No.
It's not going to go forward as it's planned. That full stop.
Powerline opponent Steve Black represents the Sugarloaf Alliance.
The MPRP project is a giant extension cord for the data center industry. That's who's going to use the power that's going to go through this line that is going to destroy homes, break up farms, ruin businesses along its path, not to mention the ecological impact of it.
At public meetings, a lot of residents have asked, why not just expand existing power line right-of-ways? The power line developer says it is considering other options. It'll be up to Maryland's Public Service Commission to approve the project, but the agency has not received a formal application. The power line developers aim to have 500 kilovolts of electricity crossing over this property, they say, by June of 2027. Fredrick Alvy says, don't bet on it.
They'll have to fight. It's not, people are not going to just give up their properties.
In Fredrick County, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.